major injury once again.
Yeah, you hate to see that, Hank.
At this point, you got to feel bad for the guy. Previously, he dealt with that devastating Achilles injury. Now he battles back, goes through all that rehab, and then this happens. It's just a tough break for one of the NBA's genuine good guys.
One of the best.
Yeah, we're going to talk more about what this means for the rest of John Wall's season, but first, a quick commercial break. Keep it.
Thanks, David. Long season, Brent, halfway through. Some teams try to create camaraderie at team dinners and team trips, and I would think that would help.
Well, that helps with your personal savings. You're not spending.
Absolutely,
You're not spending your per diem.
No per diem spend.
Well, there's a tremendous article that was written last year about what it is that Greg Popovich created in San Antonio. Funny thing, when that article came out about the Spurs dinner culture, I had people that were calling me up going, "You should read this," and I said, "Read it. I lived it."
I'm right in the middle of it.
Are you kidding me? But absolutely, time like that, time where you have conversation, time in front of one another, where you learn about. Hopefully you're learning about the vulnerabilities of your teammate, because in the end, that's what ends up making you stronger. So I think those kind of things help immensely.
And now the Lakers starting group. Up front, it's Kuzma and Davis. Then it's LeBron James. Then it's Young. And it's Caruso in at the point. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hezonja's out there with Whiteside. And it's Nurkic in at the center position. And it's blocked by Whiteside. And now Portland on the break. McCollum with the ball. Shoots over Kuzma. Rebounded by the Lakers. Here's Caruso inside. Here's Shea. Good work defensively by Whiteside. And the foul called on Shea. That's his first foul. McCollum against Young. McCollum passes to Nurkic. Here's McCollum. Lets it go from deep. Again, McCollum missing. Shea dishes to Davis. Good. And it's Shea picking up the assist.
There's something about it. The game feels like it's slowing down out there for Shea, who's seeing the whole court.
Here's Lillard, and the layup's good off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And Young kicks to Caruso. Back to Young. Left side, Davis shoots over Nurkic. Davis finds Kuzma, and Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, you know, Davis, and he knows, is going to draw the attention of multiple defenders, and that time connects with a teammate to get it done.
And now, here's Hezonja. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Here's Nurkic, and that one's drained from the low block.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
Down low, here's Young, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Really wild to think that there were doubts on Shea's commitment to the game. He's proving himself and proving that he can hoop.
Los Angeles shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And it's been an average year, really, at the free throw line for this group, only around 75%.
Free throw, good. Shea.
And the Blazers GM called Portland a cocoon market. Not a lot of exposure, but these fans sure love their team.
Well, maybe you have to look at the front office and credit them for understanding the personalities of the guys that they rely on here in McCollum and Lillard. Not really going out to seek the limelight, wanting to concern themselves with getting better as basketball players, and then wanting to make an impact in the community. It's come together nicely for them in Portland.
And here are the Trailblazers now after the basket by Los Angeles. Clock at 6. Here's McCollum. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Well, he's just really struggling right now, and with everything he's throwing up, nothing really helping out in terms of his confidence. I mean, these ones aren't even close.
You know what? Didn't find a very good shot on that possession, but still able to get 2 points.
James, the pass to Young. Back to James. Over McCollum. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Here's Lillard. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
That's an attack mindset from Lillard. We know he loves the three, but fully confident getting inside and has the ability to score there.
And Shea with the basket on the assist by LeBron. That's 7 points for Shea. And so Lillard will bring it up for the Portland Trail Blazers. They trail by 3. Hezonja on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Kicks it out to Lillard. No good. Davis with some nice D. So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a win against Sacramento. Good work there as it goes.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
Lillard outside. And it's Lillard again missing.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's Nurkic following the basket by Kyle Kuzma. Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation. And we'll take a chance now to honor the Western Conference Player of the Month, Shea.
And what can you say about how huge he has been for this offense? Everything he's done, from the scoring, the shooting, the playmaking, you take him out of the lineup and there's no telling just how different this team looks.
James, the pass to Young. Oh, and the dunk by Young.
What vision by LeBron, always willing to give up the ball. They're just hitting a wide open teammate.
Now here's Lillard. He had 25 points in the win against Sacramento. Looking to end the run. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Lillard's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. Lakers leading by 7. And here is James. 14 points from him the last game against the Utah Jazz.
And it was not a one-man show. That was the best part. He had just as good a game with his passing as he did with his scoring. Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
For Portland, they've gone just a shade under 50% from the field. 5 of 11. 20 feet out. And he hits the jump shot.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Caruso, the pass to Shea. Passes to James. To the paint. Here's Young, and Whiteside sends it back.
Well, those kind of shots should come with a warning label. Caution, Hassan Whiteside is around. He's simply one of the best shot blockers in the league.
Tries again, and he comes up with the deuce.
Well, recognizing the size mismatch and then turns it into an easy basket there. They've got to do a better job with defensive help.
Count the basket. 13 points for Shea.
Well, 2 seasons ago, the Blazers were swept in the first round, and something in the scarring of that kind of outcome has stayed with them, both Terry Stotts and their starting backcourt, to kind of fuel their fire to make the type of strides that they have in the past couple seasons. Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Pau Gasol's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Tolliver comes in for Hassan Whiteside. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Mario Hezonja. Rodney Hood subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And that one's good by LeBron. And Brent, for the Blazers, the continuity has been part of what's made them so good, and that includes keeping Terry Stotts as their head coach.
Yeah, it's interesting to think about Terry Stotts being the 4th longest tenured coach in the league. This will be year 8 for him in the Pacific Northwest. But this group is very tight. They've got great chemistry. They run a very unique offensive system, and there's definite buy-in here in Portland behind Terry Stotts.
Still playing at an MVP level. LeBron James, the greatest player of his generation, and some would argue of all time. We can't take for granted what we've been able to witness.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Gasol. Will it go? And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And now in his mid-30s, LeBron showing no sign of slowing down. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got JaVale McGee. Davis is out there with Kyle Kuzma. And it's Young, and it's Caruso in at the point guard position. Shea kicks to Davis. Lakers working the ball around now. McGee, the pass to Shea. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
Scoring with the bump can throw your concentration off. Shea right there, not distracted by contact.
Brent, you know, the moving screen is one of those very difficult judgment calls, isn't it?
It's a tough one, Kevin, but what you look for all the time in replays when you see that call, it's almost like the salsa. I'm looking at the hips and the feet. If the feet are too wide, and Kevin Garnett was the biggest problematic moving screen setter that I ever saw, being 6'11" and spreading out those sticks of his. But
yeah.
If the feet go wider than the shoulder, impossible. And then the hip move as the defender is moving around the screener, just enough of a nudge for him
Little
not to be able to
lean,
catch
yeah,
up.
yes.
Those are the ones where the referees, I think, are most in tune to in order to blow the whistle.
McCollum kicks to Hezonja. To the middle, clock at 4. Whiteside, good.
Get out your wedge, chip shot there from Whiteside, and that's a reason why his field goal percentage is always as high as it is in any given year.
Young. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got 5 rebounds tonight. Lillard attacking. Rebound by JaVale McGee. McGee's got his 4th rebound in this one. Shea passes to McGee. And Whiteside sends it back. And they're running. Here's Hezonja. Whiteside kicks to McCollum. The shot by Lillard wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Lillard producing right now and finding ways to torch this defense, just filling up the stat sheet.
Davis, the pass to Kuzma. And that one's good to go from Shea. Shea's got 20 points.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Offensive rebound.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Now, you talk to the guys in the locker room, and there's a lot of respect in there for Shea. Appreciate that he's really much more than a basketball player, and he's willing to share that.
So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Here's Lillard. Buries it from about 10 feet away. Lillard's got 5 points now this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
And the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Lakers. Davis has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Kuzma. Nurkic with the block.
At 7 feet tall, Nurkic, not easy to get around. That time throws that one away.
The shot's good. He's got 23.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
It's stolen by Davis. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Davis has got the ball. Here's Young. Yes, that goes in. And the Lakers lead by 13.
As the game has gone along, they've gotten more and more aggressive on the backboard.
McCollum feeling it out a bit. From outside the arc, drills it from outside. McCollum's got 7 points.
Well, the coach has confidence in CJ taking that shot, and so CJ has confidence in making it.
Down low, here's Che. A second chance effort. Nurkic with the block. Now Lillard. He's got 16. And the basket by McCollum.
Lillard becoming better at staying patient, knowing that at any point in a possession, he can take advantage of somebody. That time he found the open man.
Pass to Davis. Lets it go from 11. The shot, no good. And it's Portland the other way. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
Nurkic with the steal. To the paint, and stolen by Kuzma. Now the feed to Young. McGee trying to break free. And Che with the basket on the assist by Kuzma. Kuzma's got his 4th assist in this one. The pass to Nurkic. Kicks to Lillard. The 3 from McCollum. Back to Lillard. Shoots the 3. Takes the 3. Here's Nurkic. McGee with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by McGee. Avery Bradley, he's checked in for the Lakers. McCollum outside. He dishes it to Whiteside. 5 to shoot. And the jam by Whiteside.
I know CJ plays the 2-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
Young finds Kuzma. Lakers working the ball around now. Davis. The shot that time, not on target. Great D that time from Nurkic. It's Hezonja in the corner. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Hezonja's got 7 points in the game.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Trailblazers trail by 3. Hezonja on the wing. Here's Whiteside, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. 8 points for him.
That's just pure strength and size from Whiteside, just a Hulk out there. It remains a matchup problem for basically any roster to try to match up physically.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Most every team now, Brent, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? They can get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking shots, blocking out, whatever the case may be.
Yep, causing, I mean, just the simple fact of being a deterrent, Kevin, to people coming into the lane and using that length. I mean, Giannis Antetokounmpo is something special in that regard as a big.
Both ends of the floor, I totally agree.
And just no excuse, guys, for leaving a shooter like him open beyond the arc.
1:52 left to play in the first half. Young dishes to LeBron. Shea, no good. Portland's gotten fond of that three-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Hezonja kicks to McCollum. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 6.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Here's Tolliver, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on Davis.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
The Trailblazers shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. A different look now for Portland. Saul comes in for Yusuf Nurkic. Rodney Hood subbed in for Hezonja. And then for Los Angeles, DeMarcus Cousins comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Green in for Avery Bradley. That one drops for him.
Defense shaking their heads, no idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers, trailing by 2. This, their first look at this year's Los Angeles squad.
And although they were the better team last year by overall record, this was a competitive matchup for them.
There's 53 seconds left in the first half. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession. As the season starts to take shape, there is no better time to check in and see how the rookie race is looking. Some first-year players making big impressions early on in the season, and we'll monitor them to see who will be in prime position to take home the Rookie of the Year award. To take a look at Young. What a rookie year he's having, guys, atop the rankings right now, and even though it might be a tight call, he's definitely the favorite.
And what a feeling right now for him. I mean, sitting on top of the heap of all that young talent.
That is no small achievement, even early on like this. I think it shows just how well he fits into playing at this level.
And you talk about shot makers, C.J. McCollum, one of the best in the game. From mid-range, you could argue he's the best, flat out.
He gets that one.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Tipped away. Tolliver the pass to Bazemore. McCollum outside. For the 3. Offensive rebound. Here's Gasol. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Gasol's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers. 1 second left. That shot missing. So the clock runs out with the score tied going into halftime. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Shea, everything falling for you in that first half. How were you able to be so efficient?
Hey, really, I think it's just all about playing within myself. The flow of the offense. As long as I, let the game come to me and don't force anything, I'll get good looks. And that's been the case tonight.
Well, it's all about getting easy and good shots for your teammates, and you've done that so far. Thanks. Guys?
All right, David, thank you. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the 3rd quarter. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
Really impressed with the shot selection through the first half, just taking what he can get from the defense.
Yeah, I'm thinking back to the first half and wondering, did he take a low percentage shot? Everything efficient.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Nurkic is out there with Whiteside, and it's Hezonja in at the 3 slot. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. An even 3-on-3 break. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact.
Back when I first saw him in Summer League, one of the things that I liked about Che is that he invites the contact, does not shy away from those kind of plays.
And both free throws good for Che.
And the free throw shooting has been excellent tonight. And how often do we get to say that?
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Pulls it from the elbow. The Lakers with the rebound. Davis has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Back to Che. Plays it up and banks it in. Che's got 37.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Lillard with it, and Young picks him up defensively. Lillard against Kuzma. Lillard attacking, shooting foul. As the whistle blows, he'll shoot 2 free throws.
And the 4-year, $196 million Supermax extension signed by Damian Lillard this offseason. Dame Dollar living up to one of his many nicknames, but money well spent by the Blazers.
LeBron kicks to Che. It's tipped. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Hassan Whiteside.
All of that earned right there. It's become Che's mantra since he's gotten into the NBA.
He's off on the second. Trailblazers trail by 3. Inside, here's Lillard. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. McCollum's got assist number 5 here tonight.
Yes, finally one drops after the 0 of 3 start.
Caruso, the pass to Young. Kuzma kicks to Caruso. Lakers passing it around. 20 feet out. That's good on the jump shot. 9 points for LeBron.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Lillard looking around. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Well, he can shoot the 3, so defenses have to go out and overplay him, and that's what creates lanes for him to do stuff like that.
And that one, good. Young's got 40 points.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Nurkic with it, picked up by Davis. To the inside, rejected by Young.
Crazy to think scouts were saying that Che didn't play with enough heart. That block showing you that he wants it.
And Kuzma slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Trailblazers trail by 5. McCollum with the ball. 13 points in the game. And that one drops. McCollum's got 15.
Well, C.J. McCollum can score in a lot of ways. Coming off of screens, playing with the ball, spot-up three-point shooting. Just a variety of ways to produce.
And a chance here to check out some stats on Anthony Davis. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 3rd in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And you aren't top 3 in blocks unless you're committed to dominating in that category. His awareness and hustle is off the charts. Very impressive. Good checked in for McCollum. Here's Azania. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, there's not a rebound that Whiteside cannot get to when he's floating around the charge circle, reaches up, snatches that one down.
Pass to Caruso. Down low, Nurkic with the steal. Fast break, here come the Trailblazers. That one's in there. The Lakers' lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Azania.
And Nurkic with a nice job there, willing to share the ball with his teammates.
LeBron passes to Young. Back to LeBron. Oh, and the jam by LeBron.
Never get tired of LeBron James in the air doing wonderful things.
Hood against Young. Hood drives in. Nobody near Nurkic. No good. That would have tied it.
Ooh, he missed an easy chance to put some points on the board. He won't get a much better look at that kind of shot again here probably tonight.
We have a chance now to look at the teams that have created the most points off turnovers this season. The Lakers, number 1.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Alex Caruso. Good on both. And here are the Trailblazers now. It's a 5-point game. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. And that's the third of 4 straight played at home. And now, here's Hazonia. Not a lot of room. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nurkic. Gets the bucket and the foul. That one on Davis.
Excellent position there from Nurkic to force his way inside to come away with the rebound.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Murray's checked in. And so, Brent, you and I know the legend of Nurkic. Back in Bosnia, a sports agent read an article about a huge policeman, 7 foot, 400 pounds. And this agent tracked down this policeman and asked him, do you have a son?
Well, that son is Jusuf Nurkic, the guy you're seeing out there. And 14 years of age, Jusuf Nurkic had never played the game of basketball. So the agent took him under the wing, and the rest pretty much history here, Kevin.
I like that story. Here is Whiteside. 10 points for him. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Che. By himself. And the dunk by Che.
Well, that basket started with the steal from Che.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. They trail by 6. The dish to Nurkic. And he converts the layup. Nurkic has got 9.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them.
Yeah, that's got them over the limit with a lot of time still left. They're going to have to tone it down, or they may end up giving up a lot of free throws here.
That free throw missing. If there is any concern for Anthony Davis, it's that early in his career he has dealt with a lot of injuries. But, Brent, he does play a high-impact style.
You think so, Kevin? He's one of the top 5 players in the league, and at his position is absolutely exemplary. You think about it, 7 seasons in New Orleans with the Pelicans and 13 playoff games to show for it. A change of scenery, an opportunity in Los Angeles to play with LeBron James. It's going to be interesting to see where it is his career goes from with this move.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. They are just killing them on the interior.
Murray outside. Back to Young. Nurkic with the block. Young against Lillard. Bazemore for 3, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got his 5th assist in this one. Lakers shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Hits it again. Wow.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Portland trailing here. Outside Hood. Pass to Lillard. Over Che. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. Here's Caldwell Pope. He kicks to Davis. And there it is for him. Davis has got 9.
Yeah, liking the vision there from Caldwell Pope, looking to get his guys going when they're open.
That's a 2 from Lillard. They get it back. Gasol lays it up off the glass. 5 points in the game.
Well, he takes care of salvaging that possession for the offense by getting on the offensive glass.
And the Lakers decide to take their first timeout here. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Tolliver's checked in. The Lakers also changing it up. DeMarcus Cousins is checked in for Anthony Davis. Howard comes in for Murray. And it's Green in for Caldwell Pope. Here's Cousins. That one good for 2. And the Lakers lead by 4.
It takes a lot more than that to stop DeMarcus Cousins. He is a huge presence, and he answers every defensive challenge they pose.
Lillard from outside. Lillard again missing.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had one in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
Hood with it. He's picked up by LeBron. Lillard attacking, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
One thing about Lillard is he can go with either hand when he's attacking the rim, and that makes it very difficult to defend.
Pass to Howard. Back to Che. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Trailblazers trail by 4. Lillard outside. There's the pass to Bazemore. Off target from three-point range.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Here's Lillard, and it's good. 2 points. Lillard's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
And they double up Che. Green dishes to Young. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Damian Lillard. And so Young nails them both.
Well, he's putting his game right in the face of the defense right now and just driving into the paint to get contact.
McCollum passes to Bazemore. Back to McCollum. Gasol trying to free himself up. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 4 in the basket from McCollum.
Kent Bazemore knows that his contributions come from being active and Bazemore becoming a better passer.
Here's Young. Portland grabs the miss.
And the effort never stops with him. No easy shots when he's on the floor.
Well, it's about the defensive end, and that's what guys feed off. He gives the effort down there at all times.
Cousins, the pass to Young. Gasol with the defensive effort. And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Trailblazers. Green with the block.
Well, if you're going to make that offensive move, it's important to know where Danny Green is. One of the better shot-blocking guards you're going to find.
Yeah, but I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Bazemore passes to McCollum. Back to Bazemore. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track. Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
McCollum against Young. Left side Gasol. Shoots over Cousins. Shot is good, and the Los Angeles leads cut down now to just 6 in the basket from Gasol.
That's something Pau has had most of his career, is that mid-range shot when he's got enough space. Shoots it with rhythm and confidence, and you got to respect his ability to score the ball from there. Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
McCollum against Young. McCollum no good.
Well, his shots aren't dropping, and they haven't been able to keep pace, but they trust him enough to keep going to him, see if he can find it.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
And hammering down the two-hand slam. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock, and that one drops for him.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Another bucket. Wow. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Floats one up, and he lays it up and in. McCollum's got 21 in the game.
Well, C.J. McCollum can go from second gear to fourth gear and back to second gear, a defense's nightmare.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
Yeah, feels like Christmas right now, just gift wrapping points.
And so it's Los Angeles going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We've got more NBA basketball coming. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
A different look now for Portland. Nurkic checked in for Gasol. Mario Hezonja comes in for Kent Bazemore. And Lillard subbed in for Hood. And then for Los Angeles, JaVale McGee's checked in for Howard. Kyle Kuzma comes in for LeBron. Young is subbed in for Green. So for the Lakers right now, they've got Shea. JaVale McGee is out there with DeMarcus Cousins. Then there's Kyle Kuzma. And it's Caruso in at the point.
Just a smooth scorer is C.J. McCollum, and that combination of being confident and crafty keeps helping him pile up points in terms of his career statistics. Now he's at the line.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Young finds McGee. Back to Shea. Nice ball movement here by the Lakers. Yet another bucket. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Lillard, the pass to Hezonja. And stolen by Shea. One-on-one fast break.
At this point, I don't know what you can do to slow this team down.
Well, nothing that they're doing seems to be making an impact. And there are some nights where you just run out of options, whether it's by personnel or by tactic.
Lillard outside. Inside. And Hezonja gets it to go.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
To the middle. Here's Shea. Here's McGee, and the slam dunk by McGee.
That is a product of pure effort, guys.
I agree, and that's nothing new coming from him, GA. He loves going to work on the rebounding, going to work on the boards.
Stick with fundamentals there. Shot goes up, box out, or he'll destroy you.
McCollum against Young. McCollum passes to Lillard. Pulls up on the wing, and the call will be against Jusuf Nurkic. That's his third foul of the game.
Very few players, if any, score more points than Lillard as a pick-and-roll ball handler.
And Anthony Davis is checked in for Los Angeles. A nice shot by Shea. Young's got 4 points in the quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Young against McCollum. Teardrop shot. Not going to go that time.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Tons of attention on Shea. He's showing us that he can hoop.
Trailblazers trail by 17. Lillard, the pass to Hezonja. Now here's McCollum. A three ball. Sinks the triple. McCollum's got 25 points in the game.
Well, that equals his three-point total from the first half. He had one before the break, and that's his first three of this half.
And it's Shea missing. The Trailblazers have gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them.
Well, the rest of the team has looked pretty bad tonight, but he's done a fantastic job of scoring the ball and carrying the load on offense.
And they double up Shea to the paint. A rebound by Hezonja. Hezonja's got 4 rebounds in this game. Goes up at the stripe. Here's Nurkic, rejected by Young. Kuzma left side, and it's good for 2.
Beautiful touch close in. Kuzma excels at taking advantage down low.
Time called here. The Blazers decide to talk it over.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
LeBron's checked in for JaVale McGee. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hi, Kevin. Well, Terry Stotts just went over his game plan with his team. He said, do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back. Guys?
Thanks so much, David. When it comes to choosing, Brent, the MVP, the Coach of the Year, the Rookie of the Year, all these different great awards, do you like the current voting structure for these big awards right now?
I don't mind the current voting structure. I don't know how you get away from what it is that, in terms of handing people ballots to figure out who it is that they think have earned those awards throughout the year, Kevin. What I don't like about the structure is that you have media members who are voting on things that have huge financial ramifications for organizations. And when that stuff happens with a player who's going to earn a supermax contract because he made an all-NBA team, what you're going to start doing is restricting smaller market teams from being able to afford the ability to keep their star player with the team. And so that needs to be fixed, and fixed immediately.
I do not like the media. Wait a minute.
Wait.
I am the media.
You are the media, Kevin.
Strike that. Let's rewind.
Can we delete that?
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Yeah, the other team a bit concerned here. They're trailing, and the lead seems to be growing.
Lillard against Kuzma. 11 feet away. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Now here's a memo. You have to box out Whiteside, or he'll burn you with the putback jam.
Caruso, the pass to Kuzma. Inside. Takes it from 10. Rebound by Nurkic.
He may not be the strongest inside presence in the league, but still, he's got to convert from there.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here's what the schedule looks like for the Los Angeles Lakers. On Sunday, they'll head home and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Then on Wednesday, they'll tip off a road trip starting in Orlando and going up against the Magic. And that mid-range jump shot discouraged for many players, but not for C.J. McCollum.
I love the way that C.J. can just wind his way to spots on the floor and speeds up when he wants to, not when the defense is asking him to.
Young. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 13 with that last one. And it's blocked. And James throws it down hard.
LeBron staying on the attack here. He knows when he can take over the game. It's whenever he wants to.
Young against McCollum. And stolen by Jay. Count it. And he'll have a chance for a three-point play. McCollum, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Hood's checked in for the Trailblazers. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. It's an 18-point game. Hood kicks to Hezonja. And pushing it up, here's Los Angeles. Shea with the ball.
And LeBron not messing around. That time in the paint, close to the rim, smelling blood.
Portland's gotten off to a great start from three-point range in the final quarter. They're a perfect 3 of 3. Hood drives in. Doesn't get it to drop for him.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. You take a look at Anthony Davis and his frame and think about his rookie year coming in so thin and moved around a lot by bigger, stronger players in the post. No longer the case, as he's put on a ton of muscle to that frame and continues to grow in the strength area along with his confidence. That's helped him out a lot.
Hood dishes to Whiteside. To the inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
And after just one season at Kentucky, the slight build of Davis was a concern in the NBA, and the question was, would his body hold up?
Well, he's answering the question to some degree, Kevin, knowing that it wasn't a one-year process to get stronger and to put on that kind of weight. That just comes with physical maturity. Anthony Davis doing a better job of avoiding places where he might get injured, expanding his game to the perimeter, and hopefully some of those things pay off for his longevity for his career.
Well, you talk about role players with attitude and confidence. Brent, you're talking about Hezonja.
Still so many people intrigued about Hezonja and his ability to play in the NBA. Seems like the situations that he's been in have not been ideal. So an opportunity here in Portland to show how he can fit into a system and how he can consistently perform.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Now here's Hood. And the foul called on Shea. That'll be foul number 5 on him, and due to the bonus, will be headed to the free throw line. And drafted by the Jazz in 2014, Rodney Hood seemed to establish himself in Utah. But Brent, as we saw last year, he finished up well with Portland.
Well, a great job by Neil O'Shea picking Rodney Hood up and had some big games in the playoffs. He's part of a collaborative at the wing position now for Portland, where Terry Stotts can use the likes of Rodney Hood and Kent Bazemore to play a lot of switching defenses and continue to make teams have to guard, as Hood's capable of making threes and making plays off the bounce.
Passes it to Nurkic. Back to Hezonja. And the foul called on Anthony Davis. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2. Last year, the average salary for a starting point guard, Brent, in the NBA, was the highest among all positions. Why would that be?
Well, with the way the game has changed, Kevin, there's certainly an emphasis on being able to find guys who are initiating offense, scoring the basketball, shooting three-pointers, and you're seeing a big shift in salaries between point guards and bigs. That's where the biggest disparity is. Centers in the league are getting less and less of an opportunity to have the extended big money contracts because the game has moved to the perimeter, and if you're a big that cannot play on the perimeter, there's not a lot of teams that are willing to invest a significant amount of their cap space into the center position. They want guards and wings who can play out there and do the damage from there.
6 to shoot. Hood finds Whiteside. LeBron grabs the miss. LeBron's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Kuzma. Good, and the assist goes to Che. And that's 17 points for Kyle Kuzma.
And this is what Kuzma can do. When he's got it going, you've got to keep getting him opportunities. Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true shot.
And yep, another basket.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on 3rd place all-time in scoring.
And his scoring tonight has dropped him into the conversation with some of the all-time greats. I'm talking about names like Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant. Simply amazing what we've seen here.
And Kuzma slams it in.
And once they smelled blood in the water, you could see the killer instinct take over.
Yeah, up until that point, a competitive game, but once they broke through that barrier, it was all them. Complete control.
And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. So Portland ends up going with the new group. A big group substitution. The Lakers with the ball. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. So it's Los Angeles winning this one easily. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just...
Hey, Kenny here. You were incredible. Season high in points, validating everyone who insisted you could make it into the NBA, even after the questions that were raised heading into the draft.
I appreciate it, Kenny, man. Yeah, I don't know. I have a hard time comparing games because each one's different. Different opponent, different strategy going in. I did feel good tonight, though, man. And credit to my teammates for hitting me on the ball when I could do something with it, you know? Without their efforts, I wouldn't be standing here talking to you now, Kenny.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Oh, there he is, Jay.
Big day.
Thanks again for doing this.
Oh, I'm so ready to do it. Let's run everything by one more time, make sure I got it.
Okay, so there's two main goals that we have here. The first is to launch our new customizable GX bottle.
Right, GX bottle, I know that.
Yep, and the second is to establish you as our celebrity endorser.
Got you.
It's simple. Yes, exactly. So I'll start with a little spiel about the bottle.
Okay.
And then I'll toss it to you, and you'll talk a little bit about why you like GX, and yeah, it's simple.
Simple, it's easy.
Totally. Now, the main thing is that we really, really want you to be yourself. No phony self.
Right.
However, there are 3 things we'd love you to hit if you can.
Yeah, what are they?
Okay, so the first one is the lid ID ring. That's at the top of the bottle. That's where you put your name and your number and the branding of your favorite NBA team.
Cool.
Second is the bottle itself, which is all different color combinations, and you can personalize that with text.
Gotcha.
Third and final is the tagline. Try to hit one of those if you can. It would be amazing.
Which ones are more important?
There's 2. The first is Fuel Your X Factor.
Fuel Your X Factor. I
and
like
the
it.
second is Reinventing How You Fuel.
That's my favorite one. Reinventing.
Nice. So,
Perfect.
as Reese said, we want you to hit as many of these things as possible, but we still want you to be Che out there. That's why they're paying
I'm
for
Che.
you.
Most
Nice.
definitely.
Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Great.
Hey, Che.
Yeah.
Break a leg.
I will. Thanks, brother.
Jay, you led the team in blocks tonight. Is this something you're looking to do more of going forward?
You know, Ted, every game's different. If I wind up with a couple blocks, great. I'm helping us win. If not, I'm doing something else to help us win. Well, that's the hope anyway. Anything else?
No.
No?
I'm good.
Got
All
what
right,
I
guys.
needed.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Jay.
Hey, man. You got that stuff again?
No rookie in NBA history has scored as many points in a single game as you did tonight, Jay. That's an incredible accomplishment.
I appreciate that, Patty.
What does an accomplishment like that mean to you, given where you came from at the start of the season?
You know me, Patty. I don't play for individual accomplishments. But anytime you break a record like that, you know, and surpassing a guy like Wilt, it's big. You know, but I think a lot of that comes from just me landing in the right situation. I'm in great hands here, and everyone's helped my game develop to new heights. So it's a team effort, not just me.
Che, you had a lot of blocks out there tonight. I'm wondering if you could talk a little bit about what you've done to work on that part of your game.
You know, that's actually something me and the coaching staff have been working on a lot lately. So it's pretty cool to see all that hard work behind the scenes start paying off on the court.
Can we expect this from you on a nightly basis now?
You know, I'm not gonna make any guarantees or anything, but it's something I'm trying to make a bigger part of my game. So hopefully you'll see it a little bit more going forward.
Thank you so much for coming, everyone. It is an exciting day for us today here at Gatorade as we launch Gatorade GX, our brand new customizable hydration system that reinvents the way you fuel. I love GX. I use it every day, but rather than bore you with my stories, I'm going to pass the mic to Che, one of the brightest young stars in the NBA, and he's going to talk to you about how GX has helped him to perform at an elite level.
Hey, thanks, Reese. I appreciate that. Thanks for having me. But like she said, Gatorade GX is pretty revolutionary. And first of all, it's completely customizable. You can design it however you want. You can put pictures of your kids on there, pictures of your pets. It's pretty cool. That's very exciting.
We'll get right on that picture thing.
Oh yeah, something else I like. You can customize the bottle itself with like a million colors. And you can throw some text in there too. Whatever you want.
That's right.
So yeah, it's a great product all around. And it's gonna change the way you feel. And it's gonna reinvent the way you feel. Don't forget to feel your X Factor.
Okay, well, thank you so much, Che, and thank you to all of you guys for coming out. Now, if you look under your seat, you will find a customized GX bottle that you can take home. Yay! And as you can see, there are many, many combinations, so feel free to trade with one another until you find the one that suits you best. All right, thank you.